have a picture. Most excellent. I do not have a mic. No, I have a mic. Don't need F11 on. And this not being on before means I didn't get any bloody screenshots. Ah! I wanted screenshots, so I didn't get any. It's annoying. Ooh. Thanks for that handy tip. Know that I'm 60 hours into the game. I desperately needed to know that. It's Marvy. Sorry, I just had her done. Just had her commissioned. And I rather like her. You can tell I've never done green screen work. I'm still working out where everything is. My God, that's a long way up. I was past the carriage. That's right. There. That's my tattoo on my back.
Outstanding, Pathfinder.
No, Jack, I'm not going to apologise. It's these things happen. You know, I had to make a choice. I made a choice. I saved the civilians. Get over it. So wait, I got 4, 7, 3, 6. Okay, right. Okay, I guess it's that one.
I hope the Seireians find their place on the Nexus.
As do I. Oh my goodness me. How many bloody missions have I got? Gil and Jill. Okay then. Okay, that's interesting. Moshai, so I have to go and see the Moshai. Bloody hell, I've got a mission and it's alive coming here. $60. Nice one, Gil. You're matching me. Oh. Check the Tempest medbay. I will go and do that almost immediately. What's the priority up? Go to Meridian. Right. I'm missing an enemy. I'm not that interested. So I need to go to the med bay. I'm not entirely sure where that is.
Hey, are you okay? I shudder to think what the Archon meant to do with you. And I hated watching you die like
die.
that.
Yes.
I think of myself as daring and death-defying, but you? You are daring. I had to up my game. Well, you win. Jackass. Just don't get yourself exalted, okay? That asshole means to ketify us all. Can't let that happen. But he's close. He's almost figured out Krogan. It's the scariest thing.
Hey.
Let's talk about something else, okay?
Sorry, I didn't see you come in.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later. You know it.
Yeah, all these missions are, By the looks of it, I've done most of the side quests. At least I hope so. Where the hell's the medbay? It's... Is it at the other end at the bottom? I think it is. I mean, this is a nice and bonny ship, but it's structured so differently to the Mass Effect Trilogy ship. I can't remember her name now.
Readings won't change, Doc.
It's kind of tricky to remember where everything's packed in.
Your prosthetics are syncing properly. Your neuropathy-induced pain levels are...
It's longer.
consistent.
It's much longer than Mass Effect 3. I completed Mass Effect 3 in
No, it's not okay.
under 40 hours, I think.
You keep fighting smart. You hear me?
Whereas I've got to be up
You
to
don't have much left in terms of
64 hours now.
redundancies.
The Normandy, that's it, yes.
No, it's fine. I don't mind.
Now, this game feels like... It's got the feel of Dragon Age Inquisition to it in terms of length. Except my first playthrough of Inquisition was 150 hours. And I didn't do everything in the game either. So I think this might come in slightly shorter.
Everything okay?
I hope so.
This looks
I
like...
hope it's shorter than 150 hours.
It is a lot. Just nothing he didn't already know about.
What do you mean?
He's fine, just old and missing too many parts. And too stubborn for his own good.
You love me just the way I am, Doc.
Don't get off that table until the scan is done.
Can I ask...
And Fraps wasn't running on my last time I was streaming.
My leg. Strain balancing thread.
So I missed all my nice screenshots when I was on the
Prosthetics and implants.
Arc.
That's
Bag.
a lot.
Not Sebation. Sebation? That's fast game, right?
Through the Krogan rebellions, watch my culture disintegrate. Survived centuries as a merc. And all
But yeah, the
sorts
arc
of
that I did on the storyline mission. So those screenshots were there. That's a shame.
1,000 years of combat experience. All it took was one idiot with a pack of frag grenades.
It must have been hard.
Yeah, it got pretty bad.
They're like Klingons on steroids.
I hit some dark moments. Implant rejection after implant rejection. Prosthetics not syncing properly. Everything hurt. A lot. All the time. No purpose to anything.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. I fell right into that pit. Almost. But then some shaman shows up. Drops the tiniest little baby girl in my lap. This
Nice.
one's dying, he said. Not worth the trouble, he says. Useless is what he meant.
That's awful.
It's practical. Krogan gave me a purpose again. Wasn't just about me anymore, so I got help. Learned how to take care of myself, take care of her. And she took care of me.
You found a way to live again.
We sure did. Wasn't easy on either of us. I'm old, stuck in my ways, and Cash has wanted to change everything since she could talk. Raising Cash taught me an important lesson.
And you're going to tell me all about it, aren't you?
Damn right I am. Parents aren't meant to be a goal or a finish line. We're the starting line. Where you go from there, it's all you. Remember that.
Okay, missions. Not entirely sure why that. So Aladdin. Every time I do that, Aladdin. Haval. Oh, let's speak to Cora. And we need to go to Eos as well. Oh, you're nice and close.
Got a minute? I could use a favor.
Sure. What do you need?
I kept thinking about Sarissa and my not being a pathfinder. And the thinking turned into a project.
Have I done your loyalty mission?
Can you?
I don't think I have.
What kind of project?
I'll put the nav points in the helm. Come along and I'll show you.
Hell yeah. Gotta go to Eos anyway for one of the missions, so. Wait, hang on. No, I made the jump with the arc, didn't I? Let's have a look outside. Oh, I can still get some screenshots then. Ugh. So we've given that shot without the yeah, about as good as it's going to get. Miniature giant space hamster. Sam, what have you got for me, Sam?
Your choice aboard the Solarian Ark was not an easy one. Your father approached such moral quandaries differently.
Seems like everybody has an opinion on who I left behind. Even you.
I share your actions. I do not judge them. Alec treated death as a problem to be solved. I have now encountered it several times.
Yes, he did,
His
didn't he?
death and your own.
And what have you learned about dying from us?
The self is forged by experiences. Death is the only experience that ends the self before it's understood. So, is death completion? Or an expression cut short before it reaches its full solution, giving a different answer? I can see why it fascinates you.
Good question.
Thanks, Sam.
I mean, technically,
Nothing
if you
more.
never died, you would never lose the opportunity to learn and grow. So, although too many people seem to stop learning and growing once they turn 30 anyway. But that's a deliberate choice by them. Anyway, Eos. Maybe we'll have one more screenshot.
Rios and Prodromos.
Oh, I've got to speak to Gilda's friend as well, have I? So I need Cora in the party. That would seem sensible. So it's biotics all the way. Excellent.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
So whom are that girl's friend over there? So I want 12 at 2 o'clock then. Yep, I see the blip. I wonder if it's having flaps on in the background, just dragging it slightly. Let's switch it back off. Okay, that's not so good. I've crashed again. Well done. And after you start it. If it'll restart. I'll have to remember to set this up to launch through Steam so I can do the screenshots through that. Although, if I remember right, trying to launch it through Steam is a pain in the... Not going to restart for me? No. Oh, according to Origin, you're still running. Let's have a look then. What's not responding? No, Task Manager is responding. Origin has... right, I see. Yeah, Mass Effect is still in there. Right, that's better. Now that freed up some memory. There's a surprise. But it hasn't detected that it's free to run the game now. No Mass Effect in there. Oh, here comes the flushes. Yep, there we go. Back in game. With no sound. There comes the sound. Yeah. Why did I not want new game? I'll have to tinker with it later on, see if I can get it running through Steam so I can do screenshots. Which means disabling Origin overlay, I think. But then do you run the game straight through? Straight from Steam? Do you get the exec straight from Steam? Or do you use Origin? Can't remember. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to poke it, find out what works.
I'm good. You're here. Yeah, so listen, she's only got a minute or two, and she's in rare form today, just to warn you. She's here kickstarting repopulation protocols, reversing the chemical procreation blockers for colonists. Calls it boosting the batter. She's gonna try and get you to do it.
That is what she's here
Okay.
to do. Woman takes her job seriously.
Hey, if you're cool with it. I mean, makes no never mind to me. No chance I'll ever oops a baby into the world.
Am I interrupting something?
Ah, Jill. About time. This is...
Save it. I asked you both to stop by, remember? Ryder? Pleasure. I know we're all very busy, so I have only one question for you.
You want to know if you can reverse my chemical procreation blocker?
You baby. I see my reputation precedes me. The question is, what the hell did you do to him? It's like he's an adult or something. He can even have a mature conversation without it degrading into pot shots. Unless I take it there. What's your secret?
I sneaked into the stasis pods and switched him with another baby.
Nice.
My boy's in good hands. Okay, you're both off the hook. So glad I got to meet you, Ryder.
Likewise.
So, was my blocker reversed? I mean, that was kind of really unclear. What? I think this map might be lying to me. I don't know. Oh, it's the bridge. That's why I was getting confused.
Your first outpost. It must mean something to you.
Strangely enough, no, it doesn't. It's just the first one. I don't like desert planets. What can I say? I'm like not fond of oranges, yellows, and browns. Just not my colour scheme.
Used to watch the lights from Site 2. One night, nothing. Here, ready to see what I've got? So where's
Oh
your
god, that was
missing
money's
project?
going click.
Not far. Soil converter. No remnant terraformer, but it makes sandy dirt into something useful.
The dirty sand.
Add seeds, some rain, and you've got a garden.
That's right. You wanted a garden of your own.
It'll take years. I might not even see it. But that's okay. Asari think in centuries. Lay a foundation, then step away. Let it grow into something you might never expect. Pathfinder training was my foundation. Gave me a whole galaxy of directions I could go. I don't need someone else's plan. Just
What
have a
was
good
I
beginning.
watching or playing where...
Have a garden.
Oh, Mass Effect 3, where Tali was saying about where she was going to have her house. That's right.
What seeds do you have?
Desert flowers and grasses from across the Milky Way. Colors we don't even have names for. When they prepared the ground, roses someday. Ready? 1, 2.
Cool. Can I now leave this dust ball? We'll do that one first. Vanadium. So that 4 units. Wow.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Oh, achy. I have for you, Susie, yes.
I need a break. Do you need a break? Let's go for a break.
You're very strange. What are you up to?
Care for some tea, Ryder? I'd love a cup. It's a cultivar originating in Sumatra. My own personal stash. Once I run out, that'll
It's
be
gone.
it for Earth
Yeah.
tea. I keep having these thoughts. I'm never gonna taste this again. I'm never gonna see that again. You're not the only one, Suvi. I have those senseless thoughts all the damn time. And? Do they bother you? It's natural. You'd have to be made of stone not to miss home sometimes. The universe is like a giant tapestry. I love following its threads, but it distracts me from the whole picture. My family was right there, but I was too occupied by the abstract to appreciate them. From everything you've told me, you're here because of your family. Your love of science, doesn't that come from them? Aren't you with them every time you chase down a new discovery? Ryder, that's beautiful. My mother made the implant in my head, and my father created the AI that uses it. I haven't lost them either. Thank you, Ryder.
Hell yeah. I am the morale officer.
Looking good, Pathfinder. What can I do for you?
Has that line
Like it
changed?
when you flirt.
No, it hasn't.
What you have. Don't worry, Ryder. You know it.
More importantly, use the escape pod back. No, it isn't. I am kind of irked by that. We have been back to the Nexus. I want my escape pod replaced. It was lost for a good cause, but I do want a replacement. I am out here risking my ass. The least I deserve is a freaking escape pod. Aladdin. I don't even meant to pronounce that. Is Suvi going to tell me? And it's the Seirei arc. How funny about the name Seirei, not Sebastians.
We're on course.
I love that light-up shot. That's just beautiful. Oh, let's change out the party. I don't need 2 biotics. Yeah, that's inside a cave, isn't it? Yeah, probably. Oh, this is up in the mountains, actually. Interesting.
You okay? You were making a face. Don't tell anyone, but I'm still finding sand from Eos in my pants.
Well, congrats, we're back on another bloody sandy
Probably the
planet.
crash ship we're looking for.
Where did my graphics go? I could hear it, I just can't see anything. What? Yeah, see? Right. Oh, don't do that. Is that the display driver crashing?
another cat. Seeing them fight each other makes me stupidly happy. I like this quiet. What's this?
It appears to be a cat data log, Pathfinder. It may contain saved data of some variety.
Can we access this data, Sam?
The device is locked.
Ha!
When has a simple lock ever stopped you, Sam? Come on, hack this thing.
Pathfinder, it is not just a simple lock. We have never encountered a cat device with security like this before. I suggest we bring it back to the Tempest for further analysis.
Protein sludge. Tasty. Oh, God. This is the only problem with going from planet to planet. These little screens. Oh dear, dear. They take a while. Seirei!
I think Lexi wanted to speak to you.
Nexie. Okay, I'll try and remember to talk to her.
It's almost unbelievable that some of the Ket would be fighting their own. The Ket always seems so monolithic, almost faceless. There's so much we still don't know about how their society functions. The stuff you've brought in is helping shed some light on those questions. Speaking of which, this device
Nexie's med-based, isn't she?
It's secured with a biometric lock that can only be activated with a specific genetic code. So, like a fingerprint scan, except with a genetic fingerprint. Exactly. Whatever's in this, it's probably only meant for trusted individuals. A Ket genetic code? We can't get one of those. Thankfully, I think I have a workaround. Remember those Ket genetic samples you scanned on Volt? Lexi's been working on the data, and I have an idea that just might work. We should go talk with her when you have time.
Lexi, again. Okay, I've got no problem with that.
We need to talk about Sam.
Dr. Taparo does not approve of how we escaped the cat containment field on the Archon.
I bet she doesn't.
Pathfinder's heart. No, I do not approve.
Relax, Doc. It turned out okay.
Dying, even temporarily, is never okay. Ryder, Sam killed you. Yes, he brought you back, but what if he didn't?
I'd be dead.
I cannot learn without the Pathfinder. That would be akin to killing a part of myself.
Your lines of code, you can't die.
Sam would never hurt me.
Thank you, Ryder.
Look, I'm not against Sam. I'm not against you, Sam. But my job's hard enough without an AI stopping your heart. Even to save your life.
All right, I'll find a new party trick.
Have Gil teach you 3-card Monty or something.
Lexi, I apologize for any distress I have caused you.
And I'm sorry for calling you lines of code. You're more than that. Even if you don't have cells to prove it.
Where are you going? Oh my goodness me.
Suvi, data's right here, but I'm not sure what you're expecting to find.
Tell me you have it all sequenced.
Yes, of course. It was the first thing I...
Perfect. Sam, can you test combinations of sequences against the lock?
Testing.
Brute force, Dr. Anwar? Tried and true methods.
And with Sam's processing speed, it should take no time.
Key found.
Whoa. We thought it was a data log, but it's not. It just locked onto a transmission.
Oh crap, turn it off! Who knows what it's doing?
The device is a receiver. It will not reveal our location.
This transmission is audio.
The Archon has abandoned our way, spurns tradition, defies protocol. He abuses his authority, obsesses over remnant secrets, and keeps us cut off from home. This cannot continue. He will return to the path of right or be destroyed. This is my promise. An Archon stands tall only while we hold him up.
Someone's really upset at the Archon.
A collectivist culture would take a harsh view of any action that defied the will of the group. And isolating the Ket here would breed resentment. They may feel abandoned.
Ket feeling abandoned?
Some things are universal. I wonder if there's a way to trace the signal. Scanning for nav point. I'll transmit it to your Omni tool, in case you want to check it out.
What do you think we'll find out there?
I don't know. It might be a base of Ket dissidents organizing against the Archon. Whatever it is, please be careful, Ryder.
Yes, yes, I'll try and keep the dying to a minimum. Minimum. Oh, not Eos again. We just bloody left Eos. Seriously, we bounced from one sand planet to the other.
Just it without heavy processing. Cellulolysis would be hugely inefficient.
Are you still trying to figure out how to eat Helios flora?
Oh, shoot. I was talking out loud again, wasn't I?
Bloody sandballs, that's where we're going.
Pythias system, home of Eos and Prodromos.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Okay then. Try now would be easiest. Okay, that is getting really annoying. I'll restart the bloody game then. It's obviously struggling with the graphics card. Oh, it's because the bloody keyboard keeps on changing. Urgh. Hang on, I'm going to switch off the bloody keyboard. Display capture, display capture. There we go. Which how to fuck type. Edit language and keyboard options. Keeps on jumping across to simplified Chinese. I think that's causing half my problems. English, yes, I want to keep that. Let's remove that. Thank you. Now will you behave? Display capture off. Window up. Into full screen. Splash screen there. Excellent. That's a good point. I can check the journal. I should really push to get an audience. I'll do that for the Vegan story, I think. Because I would imagine people would want to see Vegan story. Can we run it? What night can I run a Vegan story thing? Good question. I know Casey likes to stream on a Wednesday, so I could do Tuesday or Thursday? Or stream prior to? Alright. Okay, I'm not seeing something. Locate the source of the signal. Well, that's what I'm doing, isn't it? What am I missing? There's no caves under here, is there?
will be all too eager.
Cave.
Wonder if there's anything hidden away back here.
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod. Where'd they get that?
Crap. Do you think they might have found an Ark?
We need an up-close scan. Probably cat crawling all over that tech.
Did I just drive through it? I did, yes. Yeah, loads don't recharge then. There's one back there I don't think I've charged before. It didn't.
This is the nav point Suvi gave us, but there's nothing here. Just this beacon.
It's probably a proxy to hide the true location. Whoever it is doesn't want the Archon to know what they're doing.
I'm Victor. Another
You chart, Niall.
Seirei. Reflexes were impressive.
Duranhi R11 Holor. In need of assistance.
No longer aware of where it is. Dispose of it.
Hope the rest of the cat aren't like... Whoa. The cat built all this? Good thing we hit their base. Could have been a stronghold.
Nope, not coming up that way then.
The Angara were all alone here until the cat showed up.
Can you imagine wondering if you're the only sentient species in the galaxy?
Ha! Nice one, I already just spotted that.
Let's do this!
Cat on us!
Let's see where this beacon leads us.
Where's the beacon? It's the Jenny. Ooh, titanium. Can't hear where the damage Jenny is. The beacon. Um, there it is.
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool with the...
Oh, that's a fair distance from anywhere, really.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Oh, for the love of... not again.
Pathfinder, the Remnant have altered the landscape ahead.
Good for them. Everybody should have a hobby.
The Blackrock signal comes and goes. You've evened out the weather, but I wouldn't call reception clear. EO still feels frontier. Claim, but not tame, you like to say.
What, I can't get in? Why not? Ah, because not everything's dead.
Looks like that's it for hostiles. Let's see what this beacon has for us.
Hello, could somebody switch off this beacon? No, I'm going to have to do it. Okay then. Where's the journey for the beacon? Is that it?
Pathfinder, I have located another node on...
Of course you have, Sam. Of course you have.
The transmission is strong and unobstructed here, Pathfinder.
Looks like we found it then.
I miss climbing for fun. Everything's life or death now.
The Blackrock feels old. Good to remember we're the new ones.
Looking up at rocks, looking down on rocks, not interested in rocks. They're all dead.
Whoa.
Exaltation lifted our ancestors out of sorrow and tribulation. noble gift now allows us to raise others and share in the genetic bounty of this galaxy. But the Archon would selfishly hoard what Helios has to offer.
Damn.
Forwarded messages?
How many logs are there?
Broadcast to the Ket.
The Archon does not serve Ket interests, only his own. He wastes our time on the Remnant, but keeps all knowledge for himself. These are the acts of a traitor, not true Ket.
But I don't know how far you've got in the storyline, but when I just did the, not the Sebaceans, the Seirei Arc mission, it says in there that the Archon was sent to this cluster to exalt the what are the local residents called? Not Aegeans. Well, whoever the local aliens are. So he was sent here to exalt people, basically to get more Ket.
The Archon believes Meridian will bring him power. He will become the master of the Remnant, its sole master. Once Helios submits, where does the traitor turn his gaze? Think. Understand.
And this,
Our home is in peril.
this particular Archon's got her fascination and obsession with remnant tech. And of course, the very first mission you do on this is on Planet 7, and you basically nick the remnant tech off of him. Your father gains access to the remnant AI, and then you take over. Because the very first mission, you see the cinematic at the end. You see the Archon coming down and getting supremely pissed off at the idea that basically your father hacked into the AI when he couldn't.
Well, we found it. This looks like a comm console. It's probably what's sending out the messages.
There must be more here. This can't be it.
And so you have found me. You are a single-minded creature, Pathfinder. I see it now. Your determination will grant the Ket dominion over this galaxy.
Not on my watch, asshole.
This posturing benefits no one. Our confrontation is inevitable, not imminent. I did not reveal myself as a traitor easily. I did so only because I seek a mutual benefit.
Getting rid of the Archon.
The Archon's obsession with the Remnant incites chaos and endangers all we've worked for. This must end.
Yeah, I'm with Chaos.
Still not seeing
I'm kind of keen on taking you all out.
Because it means the Archon lives and challenges you for Meridian, which you desire. I need only ensure nothing stands between you and your target. Once he is cut down, the Remnant will cease to be a concern. We will complete our purpose here and leave.
Exaltation?
Yeah, that's not happening.
You will be family. Till then, fight if you must. But I offer a reprieve from this conflict, so you can destroy a mutual enemy.
So I roleplayed, when I did the Mass Effect trilogy, the first time I did it, I roleplayed that my Tuna would not commit genocide under any circumstance. As long as she was given the choice, she would not commit genocide. And this Tuna, I think, is going to be perfectly happy with the concept of genocide when it comes down to the bloody Ket. I mean, to be fair, I have been playing the Tunas a little trigger happy. I seem to remember the mission where you go to the temple and you find out that they're exalted, the exaltation process. I did end up leaving the priestess. What was it? Oh yeah, I held off on bombing the facility so I could get my people out, and then I shot her in the back. So, there you go. It worked for me.
Ryder, Vetra wanted you to check in when you can.
Of course you did. Okay, where's Vetra? She's normally at the back, isn't she? Ciao. Nope, that's engineering. ladders. Well, our skirt would take the lift.
You realize that even if I do find it, it's gonna cost you.
And you know I'm always true to my word, so just get it done. I'm hearing the Ket activity's down. I bet the Archon's still nursing his wounds. That means he can be beaten. The Ket can be beaten. People are waking up to that.
Didn't sound like you were discussing Ket over comms when I walked in, though.
Wasn't. I have a friend keeping a lookout for a lamp. One brought from home, but stolen in the revolt.
A
I didn't
lamp?
think you were so sentimental.
I'm not the only one. Suvi has her father's antique instruments, Cora her Asari prayer book, and Liam has the junk that Liam collects. These things are important. They remind us where we came from.
I know what you mean. I never want to forget what I left behind.
Even as we look forward to the future. Yes.
So what's so special about this lamp?
It's awful. It's got a butt-naked Asari for the stand, and she's holding a moon.
One of your prized possessions is a really ugly lamp.
The foreman at my first job had this lamp. When he was mean, I'd focus on it so he wouldn't see me upset. Now I keep it so I remember where I started. Most of my life was doing stuff to survive, taking shit from assholes or being one.
I will find your lamp.
I can start over. Something honest.
Do you really want to start over after everything you've been through?
I don't know. The point is, I have the choice of changing if I wanted to.
Yep.
For a while, I didn't care that I'd lost the lamp. Everything was a mess and it just didn't matter. But we've made progress, Ryder. Small things matter again. People are daring to dream.
It's nice seeing you like this.
I know. I like being able to let go and do something for myself for once. Let's hope this is just the start, huh?
I don't. The strike team's finished yet.
Suvi, that woman on the Nexus, she's a widow of one of my pilots.
This is people I haven't been talking to. What is... Oh, right.
The people you were training to explore the Scourge?
Zoe's wife was lost out there. For a fellow pilot, one does the right thing.
Like making sure her widow's got enough credits.
It's the least I can do. The most is conquering the Scourge once and for all.
So should we find out what the Scourge is about? I bet it's the bloody remnant trying to take care of their Reaper problem. Haval, Haval. Oh, Jungle Planet, that's right. It's only Jarl in this party.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
Oh, I gotta fly somewhere, have I? Okie dokie.
Jarl! Jarl! Wait. Is there bad news?
There's always bad news.
Pathfinder is interested in where I grew up. Ryder, this is my true mother, Sahuna Amadarao.
Whoa, that was close.
Nice to meet you. I know Angara liked the hugging.
Jarl's told me how much he admires you.
Really?
He's my favorite. Smart, loyal, kind. A great shot. Writes poetry, sews.
Mother.
I'm late for a resistance meeting. Stay clear.
Your mother's in the resistance?
Yes. And
Every bloody Ankara is in resistance. Ankara, that's what they're called.
everyone, this is Ryder.
Hi.
Look who the car can drag. Welcome back. This is where I spent most of my days growing up. Me, my sister, Koana, our cousin, Etta, and brother, Finn. Then Bavesville, Roland.
So wonderful to have
Jarl.
you back.
Hey, human.
Jarl, you bring in someone special to meet us.
Wow. Cozy.
We like to live like this.
Much like the Asari.
Good to see you. And here's my room. My tiny sanctuary.
We have a saying that I like. Home is where the heart is.
I like that. Oh, no. Put this here.
Schematics? Of...
When I was 7, my aunt stole a Ket weapon for me.
Oh, I love the scar on his face.
So I took it apart to learn.
And that was a Karkin.
That was it. The scar was as a result of a storyline decision, so it's nice to see it there.
So I also took him apart.
To learn?
Why not? I never show people these things, but I feel like we're family.
That's why I haven't got any missions for Liam. I haven't been talking to him. I don't want to do his missions, to be honest. I don't care.
One more thing you might like. Sit there.
Been interesting so far.
Damn.
Nice. You made that?
Long ago. It's not accurate. More of a dream, really. Just one more thing I want to take apart and figure out.
Me too, Jal. Me too.
It's worth it just to see that. Yeah, that was good. Okay. I think that's possibly the only mission I've got left. Yeah. Okay then. off to the Nexus we go.
Leaving a barrel. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
All systems green.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Of course I do. Because you can't inform me before I go into the bloody map, can you? No, you got to take your time. Oh, okay. Actually, let's spend some points. How do I do that? That one, I think. Oh, I've only got 12. It's not worth it. Yeah, it is weird not having fishables. And I've only found 2 architects so far, which is a bit of a shame. Whew. Flush again. I think I've only run across the 2 like story dependent ones. I don't know if I'll bother going and hunting down the others because yeah, I kind of want to get on and complete the game now. I mean, I've really enjoyed the game. It has been really good, but could
news about Kerry.
Well, tell me then.
Aki, Kerry's producer. I'm the one making you look stunning for the documentary. Unfortunately, Kerry was making the initiative sound too good for some colonists. They believed the hype, so when actual danger bit them in the arse, they blamed her. I can't get her to leave her apartment.
I'll go and talk to her. Yes.
I'd hate for all her work to go to waste.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm kind of at the point in the game now where I want to, you know, complete the game. It's a really good game, but I'm one of these people. I play games for the story. I want to know what the end of the story is. And there's only so long I'll put it off for. So yeah, I want to play the game. Right, door.
Carrie? Ryder? Are they gone? There's no one here but me.
They mobbed me. Colonists. They said my documentary made Helios sound too
Well,
safe.
I want to play the Dragon Age trilogy, so I will be playing that at some point. But I also said I'd be doing 100% playthrough of Vagrant Story, which is going to be a reach. I thought originally I would just continuously play it until I got to 100% completion on it. But thinking about it, that's not happening. Because Because I don't know if you know about Vagrant Story. It came out 99, 2000, somewhere around there. I think it was 99. Or was it 2000? 2000, actually. Nintendo hard game for PS1. And it's by Squaresoft, so same people, almost like exactly same people who did Vagrant Story, actually. Final Fantasy. And basically, it is an insanely beautiful game. It is really, really well done. It's one of the best games I have ever played. But getting 100% on it is difficult. You could... Technically, I think you could do it on 5 playthroughs. You're probably going to need a lot more than that. Yeah, I actually did the whole Assassin's Creed thing last year. Because I heard Odyssey was coming out and I wanted to play it. I had played one before and it was okay, but I didn't fully get into it, so I didn't get around to completing it. So I thought, right, I'm going to sit down. I did have a ton of the games anyway because I got them on a package deal, I think, through Humble or something. Or maybe it was a sales directly through Ubisoft, I don't know. But yeah, I had a ton of the games anyway, so I just spent the year playing them. I didn't complete Odyssey. I got, I don't know, most of the way towards the end, but having played Assassin's Creed solidly for a year, it was just, Odyssey was too large for me. Especially as it was obvious they were dragging out the Templar Assassin modern day storyline. It was just, that part of the game got tedious after a while. Origins. Which one is Origins? That's the Egypt one, isn't it? I wasn't as much of a fan of the Egypt one. I have to admit, I thought, they've done Assassin's Creed Egypt, we're going to have a good look at Egypt. And they didn't. They did what is basically the end of Egypt. It is, for all intents and purposes, not Egypt. It's Rome, sort of. It's Greek Egypt that's about to gain a lot of Roman influence. It's not Egypt to my mind, so I wasn't as keen. But the one before, the London one, I loved. I loved London. And 2, Assassin's Creed 2 is just classic. I could see why they did 3 games for that.
You're safe with me. You can come out.
Will you make all those threatening messages disappear? What about the bottle someone threw at me?
So do what you do best. Grab your camera and show everyone what's happening.
Like it's that easy. Although, we have been missing a counterpoint to... Damn you, Ryder. Maybe things will settle
And at
down.
some point I'll have to do a playthrough of Bloodlines as well. Because my birthday's coming up in a couple of months, so I've got no money. It's why I can't afford a new CPU or motherboard or anything. So I've convinced my girlfriend to splash the cash on pre-ordering Bloodlines 2 for me. So that's going to be my birthday present, and then I'll get it when it comes out next year, after pre-ordering it. But yeah, I'm going to do a playthrough of the original Bloodlines, because I really enjoyed Bloodlines. Trying to think what else I want to play. I've got a ton of games in my Steam library I haven't touched yet, so I'm going to be playing those as well. I'll have to go back to letting the random number generator pick games for me as well.
Of course you approve. Ryder saved your people.
Ryder saved our people. It doesn't matter if they were Solarians. They were citizens of the Initiative.
But it doesn't hurt if there's a few less Krogan around, does it?
The Pathfinder.
Ryder, we were discussing how things ended with the Archon.
There was no time to save both. I had to make a decision.
You've already done your part for us. That's more than I can say for others.
Yet I have to question what we gained provoking the Archon like this.
He had a map showing the location of Meridian.
He was coming for us anyway, mate.
Now we have it, and a short window to get there. It's the control center for the terraforming network. If we get that working, all our problems are solved.
Based
I
on
wouldn't
what
go that
data?
far.
This is all alien science.
The vault on Aya suggests that Meridian is the key.
While I appreciate what you've done for our strike teams, we're not equipped for a war with the Cat. They'll be defending Meridian with everything they've got.
If we do nothing, I guarantee there's a fight coming. The Archon's already studying how to exalt us. It's not pretty.
Still, it's better to focus on the outposts. If
No.
the Cat attack, at least our people won't be in one place.
A defensive posture is a losing proposition. They'll just keep coming because they can convert us.
Involved. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable with just how involved it's become. I'm grateful, Ryder, but I can't support your plan.
Then I will.
And so will I.
Always nice to have the Pathfinders on side.
Ryder deserves a chance to try.
I applaud the gesture, but you answer to me. I hope you understand.
What's the matter, Tan? Don't want anyone else overshadowing you?
It's not called the Pathfinder Initiative. The chain of command has to be respected. That is all.
Why am I surprised? I don't exactly have a plan B.
There may be a way. Pathfinder, apologies. There was an urgent message for you. They said your brother is awake.
What? I completely forgotten about him.
In the tech lab.
I forgot I was about to have a twin. Last time I spoke to him was about 4 hours into game. I was like, completely forgotten about him since.
Scott.
There you are.
Wow, they do not give you much time to read what that's meant to be doing.
Don't you think you slept in long enough?
I thought it was Saturday, then Sunday. Then I figured someone turned the alarm off.
Well, I sure missed having you around. We've hit a few rough patches along the way.
I'm sorry I wasn't there when Dad died.
No one could have saved him, Scott. I wasn't even sure I should tell you.
I'm glad you did. That would have been a hell of a thing to wake up to. I'll miss him. But right about now, he'd be telling us to stop moaning and get on with it.
There's no shortage of things to do.
Yeah, I hear you're the great and honorable Madam Pathfinder.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's nothing like that.
Well, then I guess
I'm a freaking goddess to these people.
telling me we found home. I'm only your little brother by 1 minute. You don't have to go easy on me. As soon as I get my gear, well...
Careful.
No way are you fit for duty, sir. You need a chance to mend.
Yeah, says who?
The Pathfinder, that's who. Time to rest up. That's an order, Specialist Ryder.
Damn! Throw that rag crowd.
Better hope I never tell anyone about that year you only ate paste. Was it first grade or second?
You can keep talking if you'd like. Just no arm wrestling.
Ryder, this is Pathfinder Rix. We have some ideas about Meridian. Come by the tech lab as soon as possible.
Will do.
I swear it said speak to Sam, so I think we're...
Feeling out of the loop, I imagine?
I'll have that view screen at the end.
So I've heard bits and pieces of things from Harry and the medtechs. Sounds pretty serious.
Just the fate of the entire initiative. Every man, woman, child, and everything in between facing certain extinction. The usual.
Oh, well, I'm sure the Pathfinder manual covers that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll have it wrapped by lunch. There's a race of aliens called the Cat. They're led by a scary nutjob named Archon who wants to turn all of us into them. We both want Meridian, which is the heart of an alien terraforming network we're trying to activate. We do that, maybe we live.
Look at my big sister being all proactive. Meanwhile, I'm mastering the art of peeing in a plastic jar.
Feeling homesick at all?
Still trying to get my sea legs, but I think about what might have been if everything hadn't gotten screwed up.
Screwed up how?
Start with Mom dying. I never cried so hard. And Dad? He was never the same after that. He put so much into Sam to save her, but... well, AI's as illegal as it gets in the Milky Way. After the Alliance kicked him out for it, everything changed. Suddenly being Alec Ryder's kid was a black mark. You and I were never going to live that down.
What do you think would be different?
Well, while you were looking for Prothean artifacts, I was standing watch over a Mass Effect relay. Hell of a thing to stare at every day. I'd dream about what was on the other side. The adventures I would have. The things I would...
Where's my sound gone?
But when everything got screwed up, well, I guess I'll never know.
I thought maybe we could talk about Mom and Dad.
Sure. What about them?
You still think about Mom?
Yeah. Especially now. I wonder what she'd say if she could see us.
Dad talked about
Hello?
it before we went on our first mission.
Really? After she died, Dad seemed to shut down. He hadn't talked about her in years.
He loved her. I think he was just lost.
We all were.
What do you remember about how they met?
Well, she was in the Alliance, researching early biotic implants. That's about the time she met Dad. He was on Earth for N7 training, I think. He says he swooped in and swept her off her feet. Had a whole bad boy in uniform vibe that was irresistible.
Dad?
I guess it worked. They got married. Then the first contact war started, and he was sent off to fight. After that, we were born, and Dad was posted to the Citadel as an attaché.
What do you remember about growing up on the Citadel?
Big space station chock full of all sorts of aliens. Scary.
And yet, tiny maps.
Pretty soon I was playing laser tag with Turian and Solarian kids. Looking back on it, maybe that's why I'm here. The Citadel showed me life has no limit on possibilities. It made me ask, what else is out there?
What do you remember about Mom's biotic research?
Mostly that it's the thing that finally killed her. Biotics were an unknown back then. So were the dangers. All sorts of rare diseases hit people working around EZO. Mom was trying to design implants to help people harness their abilities. She was a pioneer, and she actually gave it to him.
Thought you might want to know how Dad died.
I was going to ask you.
Habitat 7. There was this alien terraforming machine that had us stranded. Dad figured it out and shut it down. That saved us our ass. Then, all hell broke loose. My helmet got smashed. I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. Then Dad gave me his helmet.
He sacrificed himself?
Only one of us could make it, and he didn't hesitate. He was a hero.
All those stories about him being an N7, kicking ass in the military. I always thought they were exaggerating.
You should have seen him in action. Taking out Ket left and right. It was amazing.
Huh. Dad, the badass one-man army. Pretty good way to remember him.
You should also know, Dad was keeping some secrets from us.
Like what?
Turns out Sam is even smarter than anyone knew. And Dad juiced his connection to Sam. It's a lot more powerful than other Pathfinders. So is mine.
I guess rank has its privileges. What was Dad up to?
Dad encrypted some of his memories in Sam. I've started unlocking them.
What were they?
You and I were there, so was Mom.
You actually saw her?
It was at the hospital the day she died. And that reunion dinner she wanted us at so badly.
Right. Dad was his usual talkative self.
But there was something else. I saw Dad talk with a benefactor in the Milky Way. Some initiative bigwig I'd never heard of.
That's news to me.
Yeah. I'm still hoping I can figure out what it all means.
That's why I was talking.
Well, I'll let you take it easy then.
So Sam and then Pathfinders.
Got a nap, then doze a bit, then try to catch up on sleep.
It'll get better.
Not before you find that Meridian. I want in.
I'll take pictures.
Yes, habitation deck, because I want Sam, don't I?
An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault. Though not much is known about the underground structure, it's believed to be remnant in origin.
How far behind is the news cycle now?
What we activated in the vault drastically improves the atmosphere on Eos.
History is made. Is a definitive establishment.
Do you know why I asked to be placed with you?
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Excellent.
Let's see it.
A moment. There is an added layer of security.
What was it Gian Garson said? The code word is Fulcrum?
That worked. This is the last memory your father encrypted, from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
Castus, thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel, Alec. I checked with my son Garrus. He works there now.
Nice.
He says the Council thinks Commander Shepard's story is bogus.
Uh-huh. But
Privately, I've heard they're starting to wonder.
this threat...
If the old man knew about Reapers. Oh my goodness.
Word for them. Something about a cycle. An extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide. And supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
Unbelievable.
I know. But according to Garrus, Shepard's as level-headed as they come. Takes after you. And then 7. So, if the commander says these Reapers are coming, I don't want to be around to see them.
Thanks, Castus.
Take care.
Yes?
I checked around. There might be something to this.
If there is a war, the scramble for resources will be on a scale we've never seen before. The chaos will be monumental.
We should accelerate our timetable.
They will keep the reason quiet. No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
Agreed.
Is there something else?
Years ago, you mentioned salvation for a lot of people. You knew this was coming.
I knew something was coming. In theory. Shepard made it real.
And now that you're right,
We'll need a new home.
This is not the Elusive Man. I just don't think it is.
Civilization.
Sam,
Could it be an AI in itself?
track down my kids. Tell them their old man needs to talk. It's urgent. And how is Ellen?
She remains in stasis. As you hoped, it has suspended the progress of her disease.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her
What?
real name. I'll tell the kids when the time is right.
What?
Sam, transfer Pathfinder access. Encrypt memories. There's still hope for your mother.
Whoa.
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge of this memory. I now recall his directive to put Ellen into stasis. He hoped it would halt further progress of her disease until a cure could be found.
Sam? This is the best news I've heard in a long time.
It is indeed cause for optimism, although Alec did not want to raise hopes prematurely. This is the reason you were made Pathfinder, to see the process through.
Where's Mom now?
Here on the Hyperion. Ellen is in a stasis pod under a false name, Elizabeth Riley.
So this was Dad's plan.
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover Hugh had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Scott could...
Oh, that's really well done. Oh, that's well done.
That what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs with pertinent information are now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
Now we know what Gian Garson meant. That something big spooked the Benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183 into the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic life. Allegedly, this cycle has been occurring for millions of years. Shepard claimed the Reaper's return was imminent.
But why was Gian Garson murdered?
Recall Garson's words about the benefactor. Now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good, but I have my doubts.
What does that mean? Who was or is the benefactor?
Unknown.
That was over 600 years ago. Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling. I believed it prudent that you have this information should anything happen to him.
Oh boy, that's
Got it.
whew,
Need to go find Mom.
heavy.
My liberator. Welcome.
Thanks for your time.
It would seem
The what? What does my head do?
Your father's personal logs.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. So was our mysterious benefactor.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your ARBs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR-2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
Oh yeah.
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are, and all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Oh.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... well, something terrible happened there. At least the benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now.
Damn.
Securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right. I guess we always knew there was no going back.
Wow. Okay. So I still don't know who the benefactor is, but maybe we'll find out at some other point. Definitely not the elusive man. But a splinter group of Cerberus, perhaps? No, they wouldn't have saved the alien races.
First child born to a Milky Way species in Helios. A healthy human baby born on a shuttle in space is a welcome bit of good news after so many lives lost out here.
It wasn't born on a shuttle in space. It was born in a shuttle on the ground. I remember fighting around it. It was really bad FPS.
Ryder, good to see you. We've been working with Dr. Aradana and her team on the problem of getting to Meridian.
We think we have the answer.
I'm listening.
It's plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
When you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Ket won't know which one is real. It will confuse their sensors and draw their ships off.
It could buy you some time.
I can work with that. Just enough to give us an advantage.
The rest is up to you.
I can handle it, though it means going against the initiative. We're alone here. You didn't hear that.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
A risk comes with the job. Part of being a Pathfinder.
Sure, if they'd pay us once in a while.
Not likely after this.
You'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology first. Then we'll meet you at Meridian.
Good luck.
Largely because Ket technology appears mimetic, taking designs from different sources to improve their own. It is a familiar pattern. Observe, conquer, incorporate.
How many have they incorporated? How much of Andromeda's life?
I cannot speculate, Professor. We should anticipate the Ket learning from and incorporating initiative technology as well.
Ryder, could we chat?
Yes. Why?
Ah, there you are. I was wondering, when you found the Solarian Ark, was anything strange, out of place?
You mean besides the Exalted Krogan, the relics, and getting jabbed in the neck? Why are you asking?
Because a few hours ago, we received this.
Hello, Ryder. I don't think the Solarian Ark was captured by chance. If you want to know more, meet me at these coordinates.
Okay.
Do you think it's some sort of hoax?
Now that I think about it, a Ket armada just stumbling across the Solarian Ark seems a little convenient.
Coincidences do happen, though when you put it like that. I'll put the coordinates for this meeting in the nav computer. I suppose there's no harm in making sure.
Oh, hurrah. Okay. Okay, is there a mission marker on here? Oh! Okay. I should really do that. But I also need to do this. Aha!
The Ghost Storm technology has been fully researched, Pathfinder.
Right,
Excellent.
so we will come back and do that.
We're ready to make our push on Meridian then. I'll call a meeting immediately.
When I say immediately, what I mean is in a bit.
My team and I...
The Turian Ark has been found, but the Turian Pathfinder, Mason Barrow, was reportedly killed shepherding the Ark planetside. Former Spectre Amatus Riggs is now expected to assume the role of Pathfinder. This is HNS.
Well, would you look at that? Wow, look at that.
There you are. What's... Okay, this is the pod you told me about. Who's Elizabeth Riley?
If you could have one person back in your life, who would it be?
Well, Mom, of course. I mean... Hold on a second. Elizabeth Riley. Her initials. ER. Are you telling me?
I saw Dad's last memory. ER is Ellen Ryder. He put her here. Scott, it's Mom.
I don't... How... Wow. How is this possible?
Dad loved her that much. He wouldn't give up.
And to think at the start of the game, I thought he was planning on a push against the captain.
His emotion drove his decisions in the end.
This is incredible. So Dad being a pain in the ass finally paid off. I want to shake his hand. And then punch him. Why didn't he tell us?
Dad was being Dad. I'm just glad she's still with us.
Well, let's get her out of there.
That's inadvisable. Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger the disease, which would prove fatal.
Can't we cure her, Sam? It's been 600 years.
That was your father's plan.
What do you mean?
Alec hoped that in Andromeda, we would discover new scientific insights that could provide answers. Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge, information that could lead to a cure. But patience is required. For the moment, enjoy the fact that she is still alive, and that your accomplishments will one day save her life.
Just make sure she stays safe, Sam.
We lost her once. We're not losing her again.
My original purpose was to ensure the survival of Ellen Ryder. It is a mission I hope the three of us will one day fulfill together.
That was good. I'm not going to Kadar. No.
Hang in there, Mom. We missed you.
This is just glorious. Look at the scale and beauty of that. I mean, that's just impressive. The vortex. What level am I? $52. Oh, a long way away from 60 now. Oh, really long XD part. Come on.
The crew is ready to discuss how to approach the Remnant City, Pathfinder.
That's good, because we're not doing that yet. I'm going to do the Kadar mission, aren't I? Well, it depends how long this one takes. Who am I taking down now? I think it's Jar. Oh, yeah, no, it isn't a companion thing, it's a...
Entering atmosphere, LZ in sight.
We fucked over the Solarian one. Holy bloody hell. Whew. There's a big ball. Really? Hard to put a big ball in. Okay, try the stairs. Yeah, I should tell you just zipped into there. Oh well. Oh, for the love of... Is everything on this bloody planet going to chase me now?
Those are the coordinates we were sent.
In the message about the Salarians?
So are we checking it out? There's Ket all over.
Let's look around. They might have left something. From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that. Though, if you'd broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
You sent us the message about the Solarian Ark?
Yes, Major Salin Vaughn, STG, retired, of course.
What's STG?
Special Tasks Group. Back home, we were field agents who gathered intelligence and handled inconvenience.
Delicate.
Spies, assassins?
If you prefer. As I said, these days I stick with retiree.
A lot of people came to Andromeda for a fresh start.
I'm sure I'll enjoy mine when I find it. Let's be frank. There are too many inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They only make sense if someone betrayed us to the Ket. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Adden, but the evidence is thin. I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
Who's Adden? Why would he betray his Ark?
An ex-military biologist from the early wake-up team on our Ark. He claims to be studying the Ket. As for why, I intend to ask him.
Couldn't Reika help you solve this?
I trust Reika implicitly, but I can't say the same for her team. You're obviously trustworthy. If you were involved, you wouldn't have saved our Ark in the first place.
All right, I'm in. How do we
That's
catch the
logic.
traitor?
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Adden's equipment and a Ket who might be his handler. I need you and your Sam to analyze them. If we show Dr. Adden's in regular contact with the Ket, that would prove he's the one.
What's the standard punishment for Ket collaborators?
Most people would settle for an angry mob, but I justice made the trip out here. Remember, Dr. Adden's equipment and his Ket contact.
I like this guy.
Has to be watertight. Good luck.
Oh, I go to another planet now. I'm not in combat, am I? Why are you saying I'm in combat when I'm not? Right, now how's everything gone? And that, I think, is why I'm going to call it a night. Yeah, I'll be back sometime on tomorrow evening, I guess. I'll sort of aim for 7 p.m. BST, so 2 p.m. Eastern, I think. But anyway, night all.